Hey guys, Ozzy with End Times Prophecy Watch. We have big breaking news coming out of Washington today, very significant in relation to Israel, and other end times breaking news also that came out today. But first, let's begin with breaking news. Okay, guys, I want to show you four news articles, starting with this one here, dated January 7. Netanyahu called for the United States to recognize the Golan Heights as Israeli territory. And it says here the Golan Heights is tremendously important for our security. Netanyahu said in Jerusalem alongside U.S. National Security Advisor John Bolton, adding Israel will never leave the Golan Heights, and stressed the gravity of all countries recognizing the region as Israeli territory. It's very important because, you know, this has to do with Israel's security. Today, here's the breaking news today. Israeli Prime Minister hails Trump's Golan miracle. So Israel's Prime Minister has praised President Donald Trump's recognition of its control over the Golan Heights as a holiday miracle. Prime Minister Netanyahu says Trump's declaration is of equal historical importance to his recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital and his withdrawal from the international nuclear deal with Iran. Now, I want you to keep one thing in mind when it comes to Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not, and he never was, a politician. He's not your everyday career politician. He's always been a businessman, a negotiator, the author of the quote-unquote art of the deal. And Donald Trump promotes himself as the greatest deal maker in existence. Okay? Donald Trump is, in my personal opinion, and again, whether you support Donald Trump or not, it doesn't matter. We need to stay neutral as children of God and just basically report things and tell them as it is. We don't have room to be biased here. We need to stay neutral. I voted for Donald Trump. You guys already know that. I support him on many issues. You know that. But not when it comes to this peace deal. And I can see Donald Trump here playing chess in the Middle East with these countries. He's trying to negotiate. And as far as I can see, Donald Trump has already given Israel three gifts. The withdrawal of the international nuclear deal with Iran, the transferring of the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, and declaring Jerusalem as Israel's capital, and then today declaring the Golan Heights as territory of Israel. So now let me take you back to 2018 to explain to you why this is very significant. Okay? In 2018, Donald Trump told the Jews, I won't give Palestinians aid until they make a deal with Israel. Bargaining chips. Donald Trump is a shrewd negotiator, guys. Okay? He knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. And he will do whatever it takes to accomplish his goals. That's just a simple fact concerning Donald Trump. He makes promises and he delivers. He'll do anything that must be done to deliver on his promises, whether you like it or not. So Donald Trump went on to say, what I will tell you is I stopped massive amounts of money that we were paying to the Palestinians and the Palestinian leaders. Trump said to the Jewish leaders, the United States was paying them tremendous amounts of money. And I say you'll get money, but we're not paying you until you make a deal. If you don't make a deal, we're not paying. I don't think it's disrespectful at all for U.S. aid to be utilized as a bargaining chip, the president added. Rather, I think it's disrespectful when people don't come to the table. Okay, now let's go back to August of 2018. And again, this is another report that came out straight out of Donald Trump's mouth, which raised a great deal of eyebrows. And again, it gives witness and testimony to Donald Trump's ambition to produce what he calls the deal of the century, peace in the Middle East. Donald Trump said that it was Palestinians' turn for a gift after Jerusalem embassy move. It says Israel, he said, Donald Trump said, Israel will pay a high price in its negotiations with the Palestinians because it won something very big with America's relocation of its embassy to Jerusalem. So once again, Donald Trump has been giving Israel some very nice gifts. He is doing what other past presidents were not willing to do for fear of the fallout. But Donald Trump, we know and we've seen, he is a fearless leader. Fearless leader. He has given Israel many gifts. He has threatened Palestinians that there will be no money unless they come to the table. And he has threatened Israel at the same time by saying that they will pay a high price in the negotiations when they come to the table. Now we know again that next month his peace proposal will be unveiled. Let me show you this clip of Donald Trump so you can see that moment where he made this promise, this statement that Israel will pay a high price. Okay, but very quickly, let me just make this quick comment because I've been thinking a lot in regards to this whole Donald Trump Middle East peace deal situation, and again, I'm thinking out loud here. What if? Just what if? Because quite a few reports have been coming out that some of these high-level politicians in Israel have received leaked information that Donald Trump's peace plan includes dividing Jerusalem. So I'm thinking out loud here, what if this has been Donald Trump's plan from the beginning, giving Israel all these gifts, only to then threaten that Israel is going to have to pay a high price when they come to the table to negotiate with Palestinians. So I'm thinking, what if Donald Trump's plan is to give the Palestinians a part of Jerusalem, but yet in return allow Israel to build the third holy temple? You know, this is just, you know, something that's come to my mind. It's popped into my mind. And at this point, I think all things are possible. You know, it could happen. It's a give and take. Once again, Donald Trump is a negotiator. He's very, very smart. People think he's a fool, but trust me when I tell you, Donald Trump is no fool. So I don't know. This is just me thinking out loud. It's a possibility. It could happen. Maybe not. We're going to find out very soon. But here's the clip again.
If there's ever going to be peace, remember I said it, with the Palestinians, it was a good thing to have done because we took it off the table. Because every time there were peace talks, they never got past Jerusalem becoming the capital. So I said, let's take it off the table. And you know what? In the negotiation, Israel will have to pay a higher price because they won a very big thing. But I took it off the table. They could never get by. You understand that, Corey? You both understand that, Shelley? They could never get past the fact of Jerusalem becoming the capital. Now it's off the table. There's nothing to negotiate. But they'll get something very good because it's their term next. Let's see what happens. It's very interesting. I've always heard that's the toughest deal of all deals. That's called peace between Israel and the Palestinians. They say that's the toughest of all deals. Let's see what happens.
And so there you have it, guys. Donald Trump, as you heard, Israel will have to pay a higher price. And we will find out how high that price is next month, hopefully. So I hope you guys are looking up, because, you know, down is not looking good. Here's the rest of today's breaking news, and have yourselves a wonderful evening, guys. God bless you.